Alright, so here is the current setup. That's just almost done for myself. The video card still needs to be ordered when that time comes, which I'm waiting for the 1080 Ti, probably. That's going to go on the hydrocopter, but I just want to show you guys something really cool here. So I just got home, and it's about 50 degrees in the house, because I don't run the heat when I'm not home unless it gets too cold. But check this out. So we've got these 16 threads, 8 core, 4.3 gigahertz CPU. It says 3.2, that's how Windows sees it on the base clock, but this thing will turbo all of the cores, or any of the cores, up to 4.3 right now. You can see how good those temperatures are. I am 90 plus Celsius away from the junction max. This thing is ridiculous. Now it's idling right now, but you know, during gaming it'll probably get up to 20s, mid 20s, maybe with this temperature. Now I've turned the heat on, it'll probably go up into the 30s under load. Under full blast, I've gotten this thing to load almost into the 40s, about 37, 38. But look how awesome those temps are. That's Celsius. That is virtually room temperature right there. Ridiculously efficient cooling. And yeah, so that's kind of where we are. So right now this is the 6900K at 4.3 gigahertz, and I'm running, I forgot what the voltage is. It isn't even that much. I haven't even had to push it that hard. It's at like 1.26, 1.27 volts, and it's been perfectly stable. Even at 100% load for 20 minutes, I haven't run it longer than that. But we'll probably go for 4.4, 4.5 gigahertz soon here, even though I don't see much benefit to doing that, because at this point I can't even max one core out on most of the games. You know, more games are getting multi-threaded, and because of that, it just splits the load better. And there's still a couple of games that really like to have a lot of clock speed, and clock speed is always going to be a big winner for games. But anything in a Broadwell up generation, so Broadwell moving forward, as of right now, is going to be just fine at over 4 gigahertz. So having 16 threads at 4.3 gigahertz max turbo isn't going to bottleneck anything, especially at 4K. So all the load now, especially with the NVMe drive, and these are all SSDs. Okay, this is my personal rig. All the drives are SATA except for my C drive, which is the Samsung 950 Pro 512. Now, right now, what I've gotten here is a 1070, and that's a placeholder card because nothing has really been worthy to put underwater right now. The reason for that is because, I don't know, just a 1080, I mean, it's a great card for 4K, but I really want something that's got more memory and more cores so I can squeeze the clock a little bit harder. The 1070 or the 1080 just weren't really worth water cooling for me. So what we got over here is another 4K screen. And this is running a much older CPU. This is the Core i7-920. And it's running two 970s in SLI. This whole system used to be on liquid. It is now on air temporarily. So you can see, there we go. There's your 8 cores. See what temperatures this is running. That's obviously a lot warmer. So this is with a really good air cooler at idle. And of course, it's a warmer chip, but it's a lot less cores, and technically the TDP was actually about the same. So you can see how much of a difference the liquid cooling can make. Where the difference is really seen is going to be at load. So when you run, you know, video editing while gaming, or gaming separately, or just video editing separately, you are going to get much lower, higher temps than this. This will actually temp up to, you know, 60, 70, sometimes even 80 degrees depending on the workload. But I can get AVX on this computer right there to stay under 45 degrees if you load it with AVX workloads, which are extremely difficult and are Intel chipset specific. So there's the inside of that puppy. That's the MSI board and all that good stuff. There's a video card running on air, unfortunately, and we got some green tubing, and it's pretty awesome. And I'm slowly starting to work on the next PC with all the other parts, and I hope you guys look forward to checking that out. See you next time.